What school do you go to?
Legacy High School.
Legacy High School, not a Christian high school. Okay, I won't ask you. What school do you go to?
Martin High School.
What school do you go to? Martin, what school do you go to?
Fellowship Academy.
Fellowship Academy, that's a Christian school. Now, I want you, in a matter of 30 seconds, do it fast, 2 minutes max. I'm gonna hold the mic, I know better. All right, I'm gonna have you share your testimony. In fact, just to make this easier for us to listen to, can you strum your guitar? I love to listen to him play because he's so good. So while he's strumming the guitar, I want you to tell us what God has done in your life through this ministry. Not through me, because I have nothing to do with this. What God has done through your life.
He brought me here and he showed me how to truly worship with all these people. He told me I'm not alone and that I have a family here. It's my home. And he told me to stop running and he showed me who I truly am. Stop pretending to be who everyone wants me to be. And told me that I'm strong and that I know what to do. I just have to be willing to do it. Not be willing to give up. Just a lot of stuff.
That's powerful, because you know what? I dealt with those same things. I dealt with those insecurities. I dealt with worrying and fear, whether I was good enough, whether I was strong enough, whether I was man enough, whether I was doing the right thing, whether I really knew how to worship, whether I was really a Christian. I just never vocalized it. But through the power of God, this young man was changed. This is Becca Bell. Go ahead and tell everybody what God has done in your life.
Okay, well, I went to camp thinking that it would be just like another camp, and I would go there and it would be really cool, and I'd be like, oh yeah, it's a really great camp, and then I'd come back and like live my same life, and like when I went to camp, I cried out to the Lord, and I was like, Lord, I need you to change my life because I can't live my life the way that I'm living because it's hard, and I prayed for the Lord to put me on my face, and He did, and when I came back, I struggled with self-worth, and a lot of various addictions and things, and none of those things mattered anymore, and I came back and I had no desire for those things anymore, and I just wanted to run towards the Lord, and less of me and more of Him, and just to glorify Him, the things that I did, and I feel that He's called me into ministries for young girls, being a young girl, going through a lot of things, and I just feel like that now it's my job to reach out to those girls and to say that there is hope for you through Jesus Christ, and that there is life.
I'm going to go to him the last. Tell everybody your name. Cody Jackson. This guy goes to Martin High School. I met him at Martin bringing tacos. I bring tacos every Tuesday to Martin High School as if it was a religious routine, because if I know I miss out on students like this guy. This one Tuesday I ran into this guy and I said, come to the gym, I'll give you a free taco. And he came. Go and tell everybody what God has done in your life.
Well, the first time I came to this church, I really didn't know much about God. And my friend Amanda, all 8th grade year, she tried to get me to come to church. I was like, no, I feel like I'm learning about Jesus right now. So I was like, just leave me alone with that. She went home and cried for me. And so this year, I came to church for my, because I told my friend I would, and I was like, I'm not going to come out changed. And so that night, when I came out of church, I was changed. I was like, God, why couldn't you have done this earlier to me? Because I feel so much better now.
Tell everybody what else happened.
That night, Mama Shelby said, someone is out there that's trying to act all hard and trying to be a macho man, which you're not. And she was talking about me, and I just started crying so much, and I just cried, and I cried, and I cried. And Pastor Jamie, when he said church camp, I was like, hey, I want to go learn more about God. And when I first got there, I really wanted to go home so bad. I was like, oh, I miss my friends, I miss my mom, I miss everybody. And then Jesus was like, hey, they don't matter, I do. And one Wednesday, he hit me really hard. He said, he told me that I broke down and started crying on my knees. And I kept saying, God, please help me, just help me. And my friend Austin walked up and said, and he prayed for me. And since that day forward, I've been trying to live my life more of a Christian than what I used to live my life as.
Now, he's become a spot a little over 2 months, 2.5 months. Before he came to the spot, he was involved in gang activity. He was related with a gang. What happened when God hit you?
He said, hey Cody, you need to leave that life alone and just focus more on me, because that life isn't good for you, because I put you here for a reason, and that reason is not to hurt me, but to help you see more of me than anything. And when we got back, Pastor Jamie gave me that bandana, and me and my friend EJ went into that parking lot over there and burned it.
God is moving in these students through 713 program. We're getting them in the doors. There's nothing I can do to change a student. I can just live the example and allow God to move through their lives. And God has moved through their lives. And Katie has a powerful testimony that I want her to share with you.
Okay, I wrote this down for a reason, because I'm not a very good on-the-spot person. And there's a lot of things when I was writing this last night at 3 in the morning that really reached out to me, that I felt like God was really telling me to share, I guess. Okay, sorry, it's a lot. Okay. I started working on my testimony about a week ago. I stared at this piece of paper, trying to figure out how to put into words all of the hurt and emptiness I felt for the previous 1.5 years, and how thankful I was that God saved me from the time I was depressed, the time I was sexually abused, and taunted continuously for months about it, and was told to go kill myself because I would never amount to anything. I would hide out in my house in fear because people were looking to hurt me. I abused drugs to cover up the feelings I buried deep inside, because I let the fear of what people would think control me. I let the fear of what people would think control me. I didn't want them to know the truth, but it's not about any of that. It's about how God saved me from it and said to live because I will amount to something. He has a plan for me, and there is no need to fear evil or what people will think, because I live to please Him and nobody else. He knows what I buried deep inside. He has known me all along. He has shown me that I will be rejected and judged for my past, but He has never judged me. Ezekiel 36:26-28. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from your heart a stone and give you a heart of flesh, and I will put my spirit in you and move you to follow my decrees. And be careful to keep my laws. You will live in the land I gave to your forefathers. You will be my people, and I will be your God. God is my Savior, and I don't want my testimony to be my words and a reflection of everything I have been through, but God's words, and show how He pulled me. Show how He pulled me from this dark tunnel of despair that was drowning me in drugs and lies, and how He purposely placed me in this youth group because they are my family that doesn't judge me, because each and every one of them have struggles of their own. We are strong, and through all of this, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, no fear, no insecurity, no doubt, no hesitation that will ever stop us, because we are the children of the living God, because we are the children of the Almighty, because we are the residents of this kingdom of heaven, and we are the soldiers in an army of the immortal. And when we speak life, life happens, and when we speak healing, healing happens, and when we speak truth, truth happens. And when we go and take what we have found to a dead world, we'll see it come to life again. And when we take what we have found to a hopeless world, we'll see hope come back. We'll see the heart of our world start beating again, and we'll see the color come back into people's faces. And absolutely nothing will stop that. And mountains will move before us, and oceans will part before us, and the dead will raise before us, and the world will know that our God is a God that heals, that our God is a God that lives, and that our God is a God that loves unlike anything anyone has ever felt before. Because we are fearless, because we are His hands, and because we are His feet forever and ever.